shirt, faithful, ready to go. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Maryland's offense will start this game off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've been proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run from the shotgun. Smashes ahead. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Looking for room. It's Bobo. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Terrapins in the hurry up. To the air. It's Pettis. He took a hit as he could and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will have its first possession of the game. Looking to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you want them to be. You want them to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship. Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the end.
Tight end now in motion. Right back to the well. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass, it's Culliver. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Cornhuskers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Continues to fight for yards. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Huskers moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Toner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Huskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. It's complete to the left. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Using his legs to buy some time. He'll throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Makes the catch. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Making side adjustments here. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Terrapins want to crank the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Here comes the heat. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Pocket breaking down. Just steamrolling the defense. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Pettis. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup, but the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
He'll take it on the return. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Huskers will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. First play of the drive comes from the 41. The give on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Terrapins racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The screen, he can go. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying the left side. Makes him talk to the hand. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Got the first down and more. The discard, and he's running free. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Cornhuskers with the 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Culliver. Hauls it in. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Huskers are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right look with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He'll feel the button, take it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea. Turning it on! Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. He has the first and still on his feet. All out of space. Touchdown, Nebraska! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Line getting set on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Under fire. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Here we go. To the air, it's Pettis. Got a man, it's Coffee. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Looking to throw again. Got a man, it's Toner. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Second down coming up. Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Working that left side now. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The Terrapins started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Pettis. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Wide open downfield. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Makes a connection. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Might be looking to run. The throw. With the catch, it's McNabb. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Huskers want to move quickly. They'll run play action. The short hand. It's McNabb. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They've got a first and 10 at the 34. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there.
And it's blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to try to return this one. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Bring in the heat. That's caught. It's Bobo. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Scanning the field, it's Pettis. And he's going to go down at the 1. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Breaks the tackle. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on third and long. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Wide open, and it's a foot race. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Husker! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, back to the Sea of Red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Terrapins will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Plows through the defense. He'll be stopped just short of the 20th. Give him 1.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. The Cornhuskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Pulls it in. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They go to the ground. They opened a lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Well, how about the defense? How about the respect level for this guy? Double team him, and what happens? He still wins. You think the offense is going to continue to feature this guy?
On the run, it's Singletary. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Caught. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. He get it down to the 35 before he stops. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. They'll give it to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Maryland! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
The Cornhuskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Runs through the tackle. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this...
There he goes! Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. This drive has been sharp. They've moved the chains a couple of times. Now 1st and 10 from the 42. Powers through the defender. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. They go to the counter. He smashes his way through again. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to go along long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. Power ahead. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right, but if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Looking for a gap. It's Cook. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a...
Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on third down. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The lone back's got it. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And the Huskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And after that stop from the defense, they're still on the 2, and now it's 3rd down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the boom kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'll be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Here dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time